Vaeschanan. It says in the Torah, Moshe Rabbeinu so much wanted to go and to get into Eretz Yisrael. Vaeschanan el Hashem. Moshe Rabbeinu pleaded with Hashem to be permitted to enter Eretz Yisrael. Famous Chazal in the Yalkut Shimoni says that Moshe Rabbeinu davened 515 prayers, 515 tefillos, Keminyan Vaeschanan, like the numerical value of Vaeschanan is 515. 515 Shemon Esrei, he said, to get into Eretz Yisrael. And the question is, 515, it's not one time, it's not 10 times, it's not 100 times, it's not 200 times. 515 are many, many tefillas that he davened to get into Eretz Yisrael. And the question is, why does he want to get into Eretz Yisrael? He seems like a desperate human being who has nothing. Please let me get him, please let me get him, please let me get into Eretz Yisrael. Moshe Rabbeinu achieved something that no other human being ever achieved. He spoke with Hashem, ponim el ponim, as it says in this week's parsha, in Vaeschanan. He spoke directly to Hashem, whatever that means. V'lo haya b'Yisrael k'Moshe oid novi. There was never a prophet like Moshe after him. Umedaber elav b'chol sheroitze. Rashi says in Dvorim that Moshe Rabbeinu was able to speak to Hashem whenever he wanted. He had everything. He had everything. Why is he so desperate, like a desperate human being? Please let me into Eretz Yisrael. The Gemara in Saita seems to ask this question, or maybe we can answer, perhaps we can answer this question with the Gemara in Saita. The Gemara asks, why did Moshe want so much to get into Eretz Yisrael? V'chilechel mipirya? Did he want to eat a Jaffa orange? Did he want to taste Jaffa oranges? That's the Gemara says, "V'chilechel mipirya." Did he want to go eat? Why did he want to go into Eretz Yisrael so much? And the Gemara says that Moshe Rabbeinu said that there are many mitzvahs that cannot be fulfilled, that can only be fulfilled in Eretz Yisrael. Mitzvahs hatluyos ba'aretz. There are mitzvahs that depend on being in Eretz Yisrael. Moshe so much wanted to get into Eretz Yisrael in order to have more spirituality, more ruchnias, another mitzvah, how precious each and every mitzvah is. He wanted to be privileged to have that mitzvah, which is itself a lesson to us all, that the drive that we should have on ourselves to achieve more and more and more spirituality. Every little bit of spirituality is so precious. This is a message in itself. But the question on this is, Moshe Rabbeinu was not in Eretz Yisrael. If he was not in Eretz Yisrael, he was exempt. He was pater from doing mitzvahs in Eretz Yisrael, since he's not in Eretz Yisrael. So why is he trying so hard to get into Eretz Yisrael to do the mitzvahs that can only be fulfilled in Eretz Yisrael? If he's not in Eretz Yisrael, he doesn't have to do these mitzvahs. But it seems that Moshe Rabbeinu is trying to do. He so much wants to get into Eretz Yisrael, even though he's exempt, even though he's Pata. He so much wants to get into Israel in order to become obligated to do all the mitzvahs of Hashem. He wants to get into Eretz Yisrael, so he will have to. He will become obligated to do mitzvahs that while he's in Chutz La'aretz he cannot. Even though now he's not in Eretz Yisrael, but he wanted to put himself into a situation where he will be obligated to do to commit to fulfill the mitzvahs that are in Eretz Yisrael. Again, we see from here how precious, how very precious all the mitzvahs are, that even if you're exempt, he wants to put himself into a situation where he's obligated. And we see throughout from this whole point, this whole vort, we see the drive, the inner drive that a person should have within himself to do more and more mitzvahs, the inner drive to do more and more mitzvahs. The Eibishter should help us, we should be zeicher to this, to have that inner drive, and that's what life is all about, to achieve more and more spirituality. The waters of Torah are never ending, and there's always so much room to grow more and more and more. The Eibishter should help us. We should be privileged to have this drive and achieve more and more Torah. Amen v'yamein.